What's going on, guys? Corbin from Circa 2020 here. Now, back with another replica site review and a little bonus here in a bit. So, let me take this off here. Now, obviously, we have a Trijicon ACOG. I've been seeing Trijicon ACOG replica sites for probably 3 years. And I've kind of always wanted, well, I've always wanted to buy one, but looking at some of the reviews on YouTube, one of the biggest problems that I have with other reviewers on YouTube, and kind of why I started this channel, is a lot of people go into every review with a preconceived notion. Very few people go into a review totally unbiased and, ready to be let down or wowed. For me, that's how I approach everything in life, but especially these reviews. You guys know we have the store, we have the Armory online, and I recently switched suppliers. We had some issues with shipping, we had some issues with just fulfillment, so I went ahead and switched suppliers, and I've noticed some other cool things on their store. So I went ahead and ordered the 507Cs, which they're really neat. A huge response with that. Thank you guys, that's awesome. We should have those ready to ship out next week. They should be here. So then I've let everybody who has ordered know that. So, but they had this ACOG, and they had some other cool stuff that's gonna come up here eventually too. I'm really excited about it. So I figured, well, why the heck not? I'm putting an order in. Better late than never. Might as well go ahead and pick up one of these ACOG replicas. Now, this is only a 1x magnification. Now, the real Trijicon ACOGs, I think they were built in '96, basically for law enforcement and the military as they were transitioning from iron sights or actual rifle scopes to a red dot application. The military loved the idea of not having any electronics. So this is a fiber optic operated dot sight, and this is a true fiber sight. There is no battery, no electronics whatsoever. Because of that, we don't have a whole lot to talk about. So kind of tip to tip here, the true ACOG design, the satin black, you can almost feel like you could peel it finish. An acrylic, it's either an acrylic or an extremely hard rubber coating over the fiber optic line. Now this is the green fiber line. You can get green or red with these replicas. And windage adjustment, elevation, nice fine threaded caps. Caps are actually a little heavy. The sight itself weighs about 14.5 ounces. You have the nice wide track and good tactile clicks here. Not too easy to turn, kind of hurts the nail, but you can. In true ACOG fashion, the ocular is bolted onto this. So if anything were to happen, with the real ACOG, you could replace this ocular, or you could clean anything out or service the sight, the fiber optic, replace the line or whatever with taking this ocular apart. That's where all the fiber optic housing is, where it wraps around and where it projects. Some pros and cons, because this is, we're going to do an extended review on all these replica sites and all the new sites when we get to go out and shoot them, which is coming up very shortly. But just a quick review on the pros and cons, what I like about this site. A lot of the things that I like are things that we just covered. It is hefty. It does feel like a good, sturdy site. I like the hard covering. I really thought this was going to be rubber, but this is a real hard covering over the fiber optic line. I love the traditional ACOG design. It is very detailed. It does look very good. And I like how clear the glass is. It does have a reflective coating on the front, which does glare a little bit. And I do like how clear the glass is. I also like the dot size. The dot size is about 2 MOA, it looks like. It's probably 2. It is a little bit larger, but on a 1x magnification dot, that's not really a big deal. Now obviously the real ACOGs are 4X. I can get these in 1X by 32, 1X by 28, 4 by 28, 4 by 32, and 4 by 32 with the RMR mounted to it. That is something that Trijicon does as well on their real sights. A lot of operator units that still run the ACOG with the RMR, they run the RMR because with nods, if they're running night vision, it's hard to get in on a on a glass, especially a 4 magnification glass. So they run the RMR, the reflex, just single point dot, very easy to use with night vision on. That's why they do it. And again, this is still in use now, not this replica, but the ACOG is still in use today by the military and has been for over 20 years, I believe. I'm going to give you a look at the dot quick, but a couple things that I don't like and I want to go over. I hate these mounts. I hate these mounts with these stupid thumb screws. I know it wouldn't look aesthetically pleasing, but to me, it would be a better option to run an actual like bolt or nut style mount or something that you could use a tool on. This does have a slot obviously for a flathead, but that sucks. I would much rather have like a 12 millimeter or a 10 millimeter nut on here, like the Predator RDS mount is. All my Predator RDS sights that we have on the website, they have a single 12 millimeter mounting bolt and nut, 12 millimeter. I put that on with a gear wrench. You know it's not coming loose. To give you a look at the dot real quick. It's kind of hard for the camera to focus on it. There we go. It's really not focusing well because I have this backlit a little bit, but that is the dot. The one thing I don't like, if you look up in the top, when it is extremely lit, you can see where the fiber optic line comes in and works around that ocular piece like I talked about earlier. I don't like that. Another thing I don't like is you can see some machining marks here, here, and this little nook right here. There's, where the machine bit into the metal a little bit too much. So, final finish, final quality is probably a 6 out of 10. The mount is like a 3. I think the mount will be fine once you get it tight. I just don't like these mounts, but there may be a solution. I have to look to see because there are companies that make mounts for ACOGs. I have to look and see if do some measuring and find out if this is truly the way the ACOG mounts in. If it does, it's as simple as just buying a nice mount for this and getting rid of these hunk of crap Chinese junk mounts. Now, you don't normally hear me talk about that, and you don't normally hear me downplay sights. I'm keeping this very realistic because this sight is trying to replicate one of the most iconic battle sights and iconic rifle sights of all time. So we're going to be pretty hard on this. I want it to do well because I want to be able to use it. It's cool. I like it. I would love to be able to put this on, a lower grade rifle, kind of a beater rifle. I would love to be able to run this on there just for nostalgia reasons. But we kind of have this raw battle, I call it the raw battle rifle. This is mostly going to be a billet machine when it's finished here, where you already have the Odin Works billet upper, and I have the billet lower that I'm working on right now. Right now there's just a stag lower on it, and we do have the, whoops, I wasn't on there at all. And we do have the circa 2020 armory. What is going on? See, I'm telling you, these mounts, I hate them with a passion. There we go. I'm not going to make that too tight, but it just looks cool on the rifle. You know what I mean? On an all black rifle, I think this would look really good. So I'm excited to work on this and make this nice. this is not going to be on this. It will be probably for testing because I haven't built myself a beater, because every time I get myself an extra unit, it ends up somebody wants it, so I sell it. So I am going to build myself a beater out of the extra parts that I've accumulated over building so many. So this is going to go on there, and I hope it works, and I'm really excited to use it. So in the comments, I want you to let me know how you think this site is going to do. Whether you think it's not going to hold zero, whether it is. Because honestly, guys, if this site holds zero and the mount holds up, if we can get a better mount, but if this site holds zero, that's it. Done. You don't have anything else to worry about because there's no electronics to go bad. So as long as that thing holds zero, that's going to be a cool little piece for us. Part 2 of this video is really, really, really important. I wish YouTube had a feature where you could go back to a video that you have and add to it, or add like an anecdotal edit. Reason being, the #1 video on my page with now well over 15,000 views, pretty cool. I never thought we'd ever get there with this channel, guys. We're almost at 500 subscribers. I have videos with over 10,000, over 15,000 views. Super excited, super cool. Glad that I can just be a part of the YouTube, you know, gun community and the gun tubers. It's exciting. But is the Eotech, the HHS2 G33 Magnifier Combo Replica video. Now, as I stated in the video at the time, the Eotech did its job. The G33 is like a diamond in the rough, all-time hit. This is, in my opinion, one of the best magnifiers you can buy for the money, for any money, let alone for what we sell them for on the Circa 2020 Armory. Go check it out. So I've always carried the G33 magnifiers. Okay, just real quick, just to show you this. Incredible little magnifier. It comes with the QD, locking QD mount, also with a spacer in case you need to bring it up or down to better line up with your sight. But no matter if it doesn't line up perfect or not, it doesn't matter because you have your centering turrets, your finger adjustable centering turrets that have never come loose on my setup that I've been running. And it also has the adjustable ocular. Guys, absolutely crystal. It's probably not going to work with the camera, but I don't know why it shows green at all. That's dumb. Where is center? It's not backwards. You can't see that green tint on it at all. I don't understand why it's showing up. There you can sorta. This is a total fail for me right now. You can see how clear this looks on there. I wish it didn't have that green. There's so much backlight from the new light I got that it's tough. But eye relief wise, you have from here, yeah, about here to here. So you have about 1.5 inches total variation of eye relief. 2 mounts. Again, I cannot express how incredibly good the G33 magnifier is. And that is what I ranted and raved about in that video. Was how good the G33 magnifier is. We also have G43s. Sad part, the G33s are now out of stock. They go faster than I can get them. The G33, the last one was in stock, just sold yesterday. They're back on pre-order, so it's going to be a pre-order probably the end of December. I'll send another order in just like I did the end of November. We'll get more in. So if you would like to reserve your G33 magnifier, do it up. You won't be disappointed. I will have the G43s in stock next week. They are coming in next week. All black G43s, which is the same as the G33, just 1 inch shorter, roughly. But as far as the combo, You cannot get that combo anymore. You can't get the HHS2 replica and the G33 replica in the combo. That doesn't exist. I've asked multiple suppliers. But what you can do is order them separately. So, the HHS2 replica. Guys, this is one of the best sight replicas I've ever seen in my life. CR123 battery with the cap retention cable, locking QD, Eotech style mount, branded perfectly, has the windage and elevation adjustment, and I do want to check something on this to see if they've changed it real quick. I need a dime. I need a dime because she fine. No, they haven't changed that yet. I've had multiple people reach out in the comment section of that video and ask me how everything's holding up. The magnifier has been, like I said, I think the best magnifier you can buy. Honest to God, it's incredible. This sight, however, started to not hold zero. The problem is, for whatever reason, these adjustments don't click. They're just free. Now, they turn hard, but there's no click and lock with the adjustment. It worked for a long time. Eventually, it started to lose zero, and now it's all over the place because I've actually torn the sight apart to see how it works. And it just, the projection rides on a bolt system, and that bolt system starts to, it's polymer on steel, so eventually it loses its tolerance, its tight tolerance, and becomes loose and allows it to lose zero. Mine lost zero. I can't say they all will, but I would assume that if you buy one, it might. I had a gentleman reach out and say, I don't care, I understand, at my own risk, I want to get this. So I reached out to my new supplier. They have these. I picked it up. So if you want, I can get the HHS2 system with the G33 magnifier. I will get it, I will sell it. It also comes with the scope coat, which is cool. It's literally just like it was in the replica kit, or in the kit with the magnifier, except for you don't get a magnifier. So I will get these. In the original video for this product, I believe it was like 130 bucks plus shipping. I think it was total like 150 bucks on Wish. I'm not going to be able to sell them for that because they're separate. You're going to be looking at probably, it's $107.76 for the magnifier. They might be going up soon because my price just changed by 5. If it goes up again, I'm going to have to put these up again. So if you want one, get it now. These are going to sell for $79. So, you're looking at almost $190 with shipping, but it is what it is, guys. You can still get that kit. I will still put these kits together. They will not go on the store because I'm not going to sell these because I don't necessarily believe in the actual Eotech replica sight. I don't think they've changed much, but if you want it for, your airsoft, or if you want to put it on a 22, I think it would work good on a 22. If you want to put it on something like that, knock your socks off. Email me, circa2020yt@gmail.com. We'll get you taken care of. But the magnifiers, primo. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think about all this. Again, we're going to get out really soon and start shooting all of it and having some fun. So we got the ACOG Replica 1x32, and we got the Eotech replicas we can get our hands on again. So if you have any questions, put it in the comments. Please, 96% of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed. What are you doing? We bring the content, the unbiased, the content. And the thing is, guys, we bring you deals. I do all this legwork. I sift through the shit, literal shit, in the dark parts of China and Wish. It's actually a lot of fun. But we go through all the, I've had some junk. I've bought some junk. and everything that makes it past the initial gets put out here for you guys. And then the stuff that I really believe in, you guys get a chance to buy it. And like with the 507C, you guys can help me figure it out if it's a piece of crap or not, because I'm soon going to draw it to an end. We're going to have enough people testing. I got room for like maybe 3 or 4 more people with what I bought coming in next week. That'll be it. It's your last chance to buy it at $60 plus shipping. It's on the website. You can purchase the beta test on the website. It'll come to you. I just ask that you let me know how it does, because if we like it and we go with it, it's going to be a $120 site. So anyways, guys, quarter 2020, we'll see you.